Hello, vinyl community. Welcome back. This is Hubtunes. I am Mike. We're doing another concert review. This time it is the ever political 80s, 90s, 70s band, Midnight Oil. They are on their final tour of the US, and probably, I think it's their final tour totally. A lot of the original members are still around. A couple are not. They recently just lost their bass player, and they had a great guy filling in. I don't know how long he's been with the band, but man, he was really, really good. So, Midnight Oil, a lot of you know, a very political, left-leaning band out of Australia. Just about every song they write is politically based, and judging from the crowd, half the people didn't know what they were singing about. So very interesting. I am a firm believer that politics and music go together hand in hand. They absolutely deserve to be with each other, and how much great music would we be missing if they were not? So I find it more interesting when artists actually sing about their beliefs. It's just one of my things. So Midnight Oil, band out of Australia. First album came out in 1978. This is their debut. It is a great poppy punk record. Really, really cool record. This is an OG copy out of Australia. I still got it's still actually still in the shrink. I'm sure you can see because it's so glaring. But I got the inner sleeve. Still in great shape. I love this record. I haven't played it. I played it right before the show, and I hadn't played it for a really long time. But this is their debut. Really, really good. Self-titled, Midnight Oil. This is their second album, 1979. Probably, I won't say it's my favorite Midnight Oil album, but I love this record. This is Head Injuries, 1979. It's a terrific record. Peter Garrett with no hair on this record. He has hair on the first one. Another original. This is an OG. I got the there's a plastic record sleeve. I got the inner sleeve here. Great record. I love this record. This is a little more punky, but still has a little, you can kind of hear the pop sensibilities. Again, very political. The next album is 1990, maybe 92? This might be 92. This is the next one I have. They did have a couple in between. I did not have all of them. But this is Red Sails on the Sunset. Had to look that up to make sure I said it right. This is a terrific record. Again, a little more poppy, but still has that little punk edge to it. Very alternative, really finding their way on this record. This definitely in advance from the first two records. They're on Columbia. Pretty cool record. I do like this. Next up is an album I really like, and this is just called, what is it, 10... what's it called? It's called 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, that's the title of the album. I wanted to make sure it started at 10. It does. It is Midnight Oil's. I'm not going to say it again. Again, on Columbia. This is a really cool record. This is where you get the band that everybody probably kind of knows as Midnight Oil. Great record. Really cool. I think that's an OG too. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think all those first four are OGs. They've been reissued a little bit, through the 80s, or through the 90s, but not much since. This is their big album. This is the one with Beds Are Burning, the song that everybody probably knows them by. Probably everyone thinks they're a one-hit wonder. Diesel and Dust. Great record, again, still on Columbia. Awesome record. Deserves all the accolades. This was a big success in the U.S. Huge record. It's a gatefold. Great record. Really cool stuff. And then the last one that I have, I do not have their album Blue Sky Mine. which was probably their next. I think that was like '94, and that also had the big hit "Blue Sky Mine." I don't have that. It's very difficult to find on vinyl, and when you do find it, it's well over $100, and I'm not paying that. This is the reason they're touring. This is their new album, Resist. I did a mini review when I bought this, and I won't say I poo-pooed it, but I didn't care for it all that much. It's on red vinyl. After seeing the show, I went back and listened to it again, and I have to tell you, I like it a lot more. It's better than I thought it was on the first couple of listens, and the songs live rocked. They were really, really good. So definitely a live album that definitely came to life live. The show was great. Packed. It was at the Riviera Theater here in Chicago. Not my favorite venue. It's kind of a dump, although they are putting a lot of money into it. They're really starting to fix it up, just facially wise. It's still not my favorite place. The sound is, and it's hard to. I don't know. I won't go into it. It's just very awkward. I personally don't like it. But I wanted to see Midnight Oil, so I went. Tickets were pretty cheap. They were maybe 50. I think they were like 40 or 50 after all the charges and stuff. So that wasn't too bad. Place was absolutely packed. Sold out show. People my age and older. There was nobody younger than 50 there. It was interesting. The crowd was some good people watching, to say the least. My bartender was terrible, but I like going back to the same bartender to take care of the same person. So, but he was not very good. The show was great. They opened with a song off of this, and it was really good. And then they kind of just went into it. A lot of the older stuff they played. I mean, they played a lot from Diesel and Dust, but then they played a lot from the first 4 albums. I was really, really surprised. And it was solid. The band was on fire. Peter Garrett was all over the stage. I don't know how old he is now, but he was like a young chicken out there. He was just running around having a great time. His voice was exceptional. I not that he's always had a great voice, but he doesn't sound his age. I mean, he sounds exactly like he did on the first couple albums. So yeah, it was a good show. Good time. Highly recommend going to see them if they are in your area. I'm not sure how long the tour is going. It's probably pretty quick. They probably going back to Australia for another tour, and then I think it's over. But they did not say they did say that there might be another record. So they're just not touring anymore. So can't blame them. Getting up there in age. Overall, great show. Glad I went, and that's it. Pick up their first. You can't go wrong with their first 4 records, especially the first 4 records. The debut, Head Injuries, and Red Sky Sunset, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,